What is up YouTube? It's your boy SmackNPie here. Welcome to a full breakdown and analysis of Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 final trailer. If you don't know, the game drops in just 6 days. In just 6 days, on 30th January, the game drops. So we're going to start off with this right here. Some sort of company meeting presentation where we're seeing these Project Playtime employees checking up on the kids that are here being turned into the freaking toys. It really is scary. Then we see another picture where we show these kids. Their faces are crossed off. Again, what is going on with me today? Crossed off. Basically, these are the ones that either were successful, turned into toys, or these unfortunate kids died. Remember, these are orphans. Rest in peace if they died. Rest in peace if they turned into toys. This kid reminds me of Garrett from Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's neither here nor there. Here, if we zoom in a little bit, it says Bigger Bodies Initiative Play Care. Experiment 1188. Project Proposal. It says here, in continuation of our works, Experiment 1188 will leverage something with our golden path forward, iterating upon previous successful something as can be found in Experiment 1180, as well as the redacted of Experiment Redacted. We believe we have the opportunity, sophisticated and capable bigger body to date. So there you go. Then we officially take a first look at the play care. This is the place where we were going through the train, thanks to Poppy, where we ended up, I should say, where our train crashed. And this is the first look at that place. It looks really, really good. Kind of reminds me of what I was hoping from Security Breach Moon inside. Look, it's uncalled for. It is not fair. Then supposedly in one of these houses we see a television monitor with the VHS tape player. Of course we will be finding these cassette tapes and then inserting them. But there you go, finally Boxy Boo has entered the single player Poppy Playtime universe. On the front wall you have Huggy Wuggy on the left, you have Dog Day in the middle, Mommy Long Legs on the top, and then you got Boxy Boo. Boxy Boo was not featured in chapters 1 or 2. He was added later, and all of a sudden he's so popular with the characters. Sure, buddy. Sure. Then we take a look at the giant house that I was talking about earlier from the inside, and this is where we see Boxy Boo. This is Boxy Boo. Don't let anyone fool you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This is Boxy Boo right here. And I'm not saying this is where he'll appear and whatnot. It could be just a nod, just a hint. We're also not saying he's actually gonna come in and chase us. He might not even be friendly. He might not be enemy. He might not even like appear in a capacity that we think he might appear. But I'm not gonna lie to you, if we take away the fact that these people are experimenting on these kids, this is a lit place, bro. This is a lit place. If I was a kid, I would go to this place, not even ask another question. Then we get Little Nightmares. No. Then we get these kids' sleeping room. Again, we see more of those boxes where Boxy Boo might appear. Here's my theory regarding Boxy Boo. I believe Boxy Boo is here to keep the kids in the sleeping rooms. If, let's say, a kid doesn't feel like sleeping and he's trying to run away, that's where Boxy Boo comes into play. And then in the next one, it seems to be the Dog Day and Catnap Chase play area, Playhouse, get it? But it's from a VHS perspective. Now, I talked about it in the beginning. I said hopefully we get to play those VHS tapes. And when I say play, I don't mean play and watch. I mean play as the character inside that VHS. Resident Evil 7 did it. Why can't they? Then in the next one we see our train crashed here like it did at the end of chapter 2. Cool, we move. Then we see, holy freaking shizzle, Catnap looking at us, or one of his statues, like wherever we go he's looking at us. Creepy. And then the next one we find a brand new red hand. So the green one we already know. We talked about some of these grab packs and the new features and abilities that these grab packs will be able to do, because the blue is not just to hit the blue thing. We're gonna come back to blue alternatives in just a second. We're gonna come to green alternatives in just a second, but here we get a brand new red hand. This shoots fire. It's a fire shower, sparkle, sprinkle. What? And as you can see, it has 5 in it, so you gotta, I believe, reserve and preserve and find other stuff, and they literally showcase like what it needs to be done. The really cool part about this, like if you zoom in, it's really funny, but if you zoom in, you can see that index finger and the middle finger are actually like a little pew pew gun. It is a pew pew gun. That is so funny. But yeah, if you go to the dark areas, you use this to light it up, but when you light it up, you see something in the corner of your eye. Catnap was standing right there. The Catnap freaking standing was right there. That shit's all creepy. And then when you want to go there, you want to move Catnap away. I love that. So we said in the previous trailer as well that Catnap, unlike other enemies from previous chapters, will stalk you throughout the game until you get to meet and face Catnap. But here they're literally showing you that Catnap is literally stalking you, and the way it does is peeking through those doors. And you use your gun to make your way, because guess what? Catnap is there to put you to sleep, and if you turn on the lights, Catnap will walk away. Then we are back at this, what I believe to be the carnival area, the playhouse, the actual playhouse, and this is where we see Catnap stalking us, and we are in this play area again. Same thing, VHS, hopefully we get to play it. In the next one, we see this, like a cannon on our grab pack, and it is using blue. And as you can see, there is another puzzle here. We gotta throw this on the hand that it says. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go down. This is one of the kind of stuff there. I hope I get lucky first try and I move along, because I don't want to waste time. Do you know why my chapter 2 live stream went so long than it did? Everybody finished in less than 2 hours. I finished in 4 hours. Why did I finish in 4 hours? I was wasting time on puzzles. It wasn't even about I was trying to 100% by finding trophies and lore. No, I was just wasting time on puzzles because I could figure the ways I'm dumb doo-doo. But that's the fun part of it. Make sure you stay tuned and come here for the live stream when the game drops. Then we see this electric box that needs to be thrown in there so we can open the freaking door. And the way they throw this, yeah, if you're speedrunning this thing is gonna take time. So we're in a counselor's office home area, which is why it looks so clean and neat. Then we are inside of what seems to be a playhouse area, and this is where we're gonna be using shooting laser pew pew thing to make our path forward. Stay away from Catnap. Then in the next one, it is more counselor's office. I believe there's gonna be a huge thing is gonna go down here. That's why they keep showing this, because, well, the areas that are made here. But we also see we are wearing this mask. The gas has infiltrated the counselor's office as well. We can see more tapes, radio. If you look on the ceiling fan, more dead toys. The head of gas production, Nate Carpenter. This man has got to go. The fact that they got whole head of departments for gas production. Get out of here, bro. And then we see a cart in the sleeping room. Of course, we are using it to open the door so that it can, crash it in and open the door for us. I have a question. How did it end up here? Isn't it against the rules and regulations to not be putting these things in the area where kids are supposed to sleep? Then we got Hour of Joy cassette tape, an indication that all the VHS clips that we're seeing is that Hour of Joy. And in that VHS tape we're seeing Catnap. Oh my god, he's so terrifying. He's so scary. We're trying to escape from him. He's stalking us in multiple clips. Hopefully we get to play it. If not, I don't know. In the next one we see this science area, which believes to be the school, and then we can see somebody is there at the end. I'm scared. I'm spooked, ladies and gentlemen. And when the lights flicker, they move. Bro, I don't have that kind of energy. I don't have that kind of... No, I'm good. I'm good, bro. You know what? Main protagonist, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's time to leave. Then we get more platforming, more puzzles, more platforming as in using your grab packs to maneuver around even further. It's more than this time. It's more than just jumping and holding onto something. It's using multiple hands for multiple things. Pause. Then we get to see this here. This might be at the very end of chapter where we see more ruins underneath the basement of this entire thing. The whole thing is falling apart. It's dusty everywhere. And remember, this is where that big giant monster will appear here. And then we see more Playhouse clips where again we use one of those pew pew thingy. This time turn Dog Day back because he was chasing us. This Bichach was chasing us. We used it, and now he will be going away. He's so cute. He's so homer. We get more locations. This time we see Run. This chapter 3 is just looking dirtier and dirtier. The more places I see, the more dirty it gets, the more gore violent it gets. I am here for it. Then we get to see Poppy using what only could be assumed as a flashlight and Kissy Missy. Now, this is a public information. I don't think I have to worry about not sharing or something, but this is a public information that Kissy Missy will have a horrible fate in chapter 3. Just be careful. Then, my god, bro, we get to look at official new Huggy Wuggy, aka Huggy returns, but this is not the Huggy that we remember. This is a big Huggy. This is a nasty Huggy. Now, I want to point out, like, as terrifying as this is, having this, dark eyes, not having eyeballs, which actually works in their favor. I want to point out two things. Number one, of course, he's fluffy and whatnot, and scary, terrifying. I don't think he remembers the last time, he meets us, or maybe he does remember, and that's why he's here to, kill us. I want to point out his hands and his feet. Yeah, this Huggy Wuggy is not to be messed with. It seems like somebody stitched his hands and his feet, because his actual form is far more horrendous than this. Wow, that's dark. And finally, we get to see the freaking catnap in all its glory. He is tall, he is huge, and wow, he is menacing and terrifying. Not as terrifying as Huggy Wuggy that we just saw a few seconds ago, but holy moly. It also seems like if this is part of like in-game, there's gas all around. We don't have our mask. So either our mask broke and now he's cornered us, or something went down. Either way, the main protagonist is in deep trouble. And then we get the chapter 3 logo and the 30th January. I am so excited. I am gonna be honest with you, prior to this trailer I wasn't that excited about chapter 3. I'm being honest. You clicked here for honesty. Prior to this trailer I wasn't excited. Even if the previous trailer it was cool and all, I still wasn't that excited compared to this trailer. If you hadn't shown me anything related to Population chapter 3 and you showed me this trailer, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Even if I wasn't a fan of Playtime, which I am, and if you showed me this trailer, I was like, yes, sir, I am in. So yeah, 6 days left, ladies and gentlemen, till we get us our hands on freaking Playtime Chapter 3. Again, we'll be doing a live stream here, hopefully, if it drops on time. And yeah, just like Chapter 2, we'll be doing playthroughs, we'll be posting clips, and we'll be posting theories when it drops. So for more, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in the next one.